traveling the globe today, looking at flutes, recorders, ocarinas, and panpipes, the instruments of the angels. Welcome to Musical Minutes. I'm your host, Hans Manship. These woodwinds come in all shapes and sizes and have a heavenly sound. Let's take a look. We're going to examine a few instruments from the aerophone classification: flutes, recorders, ocarinas, and pipes. Let's start with the flute. It's a culturally diverse instrument appearing in nearly every civilization. It's a reedless woodwind that produces sound by blowing across an opening, the edge tone principle. They're made from nickel, silver, gold, platinum, and wood. The oldest known flutes, with Paleolithic origins, were carved from bird bones and mammoth ivory in the Swabian Jura region of Germany. The Divjabeb flute from Slovenia, made from a calf bear femur, is possibly the oldest instrument ever discovered. Later during the ancient civilizations, 3000 BC to 500 AD, early bamboo flutes such as the side-blown datzi and xiao were used in Chinese ritual, folk, and court music. The shakuhachi and end-blown ritual flute from Japan and the Middle Eastern ceremonial ney appeared. The Indian bansuri was central to Hindustani classical music. In the Americas, indigenous cultures developed wooden flutes for ceremony, storytelling, and courtship. The Native American ocarina duck flutes were created. In Mesoamerica, terrifying ocarina-like Aztec death whistle flutes were used in rituals and warfare. Panpipes were found in the Andes and Oceania, and bamboo flutes were widespread across Asia and Africa. In medieval Renaissance Europe, 500 to 600 AD, military signaling, including the Crusades, was developed. Renaissance court music was established. Multi-keyed instruments evolved during the Baroque classical era, 1600 to 1800, where the flute became a standard orchestral voice. Theobald Boehm redesigned the flute in 1847, producing the basis for today's modern Western flute. Expansion of the flute family occurred during the 20th and 21st centuries. The piccolo, alto, bass, contrabass, and hyperbass flutes were introduced. Did you know the flute is the only woodwind without a reed? A skilled flautist can exceed 3 octaves. Playing the flute improves breath control and relaxation. The nose flute is a small, intimate wind instrument played by exhaling air through the nose instead of the mouth. They're found in Polynesia and the Pacific Islands. I have found them in Fiji and Hawaii. They're also found in Africa and parts of Southeast Asia. Most traditional versions are made from bamboo, though modern ones may be plastic or wood. In Africa, they're played by at least 8 ethnic groups in the Congo. The Philippine nose flute is capable of 2.5 octaves through overblowing. In Hawaii, the Ohe Hano Aiu was a courting instrument, often played privately or alongside chant and hula. In Taiwan, the Paiwan people play a double-pipe nose flute called lalingdan. It's played by pressing the instrument to the nose, covering the mouthpiece area with your lips, and exhaling through the nostril. The pitch is shaped by the mouth cavity shape and by overblowing. The recorder is a fipple flute, or duct flute, known for its clear, sweet tone and long European history. It's one of the most recognizable and historically significant woodwinds, central to medieval, Renaissance, and Baroque music. It's considered an aerophone that's played vertically with a thumb hole on the back, 7 finger holes on the front, and a fipple whistle mouthpiece. Recorders come in families of soprano, alto, tenor, and bass. During the Renaissance, 15th through the 16th centuries, The recorder established its recognizable modern form and became widely used in courtly, sacred, dance, and secular music. Vivaldi, Handel, and Bach wrote extensively for the recorder during the Baroque 17th to mid 18th century, the Golden Age. During the Classical and Romantic periods, the late 18th and 19th centuries, the recorder declined as the louder transverse flute dominated orchestral music. The 20th century enjoyed a revival of the recorder as it became a staple of music education worldwide due to affordability and ease of sound production. Professional players and ensembles restored the recorder to concert stages. The ocarina is a vessel flute, a woodwind aerophone with a duck and finger holes, and a fipple mouthpiece that directs air onto a cavity to create sound. It's traditionally made of clay or ceramic, but modern versions also use plastic, wood, glass, metal, or bone. It has archaeological roots in Mesoamerica, China, and other ancient cultures. 12,000 years ago, the earliest ocarina-like vessel flutes appeared in multiple regions. In Mesoamerica, Maya, Aztec, and Inca, clay ocarinas shaped like animals or deities were used in sacred ceremonies, believed to connect earthly and spiritual realms. In ancient China, the sun, a globular clay vessel flute, emerged around 7,000 years ago and became integral to ancient song and dance traditions. In South America, Andean cultures used intricately decorated ocarinas for storytelling and ritual. In Europe, the instrument spread after contact with Mesoamerica cultures. Giuseppe Donati invented the modern sweet potato ocarina in 1853, standardizing shape and tuning. Here are some fun facts. The word ocarina means little goose in Bolognese dialect. They were used in World War I military bands due to portability and ease of learning. We remember the ocarina in the 1966 theme song to the film The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Panpipes, pan flutes, or syrinx are made from multiple end-blown, closed-bottom tubes of different lengths. Each tube produces a single pitch. They're bound together from shortest, the highest pitch, to longest, the lowest pitch. Blowing across the top edge creates sound. Typically, they're made from bamboo, cane, reeds, wood, or sometimes bone, clay, or metal. In ancient Greece, it was known as the syrinx, mythically invented by the pagan god Pan. In Andean South America and central to traditional music, they've been used since at least 300 to 1500 AD. Panpipes are also found historically in Melanesia, East Asia, Europe, and many prehistoric cultures. They produce a soft, breathy, haunting tone, ideal for melodies and drones, and are used in folk traditions, rituals, shepherd music, and modern performance. I've collected my aerophone flutes, recorders, ocarinas, and pipes over the years from various countries, showing the varieties found in simple woodwinds. ocarinas and panpipes, such sweet and heavenly sounds. Thanks for joining me on Musical Minutes. See you next time when we'll examine other instruments mankind has made to enjoy God's creation of music. Blessings to you.